U.S. President Donald Trump has signed a revised executive order calling for a temporary travel ban. This photo was released moments ago of Trump signing the order. The new order will bar entry into the U.S. of people from 6 predominantly Muslim nations. That's down from the original 7. Iraq has been removed from the list. Following the signing, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, and Attorney General Jeff Sessions provided details of the administration's revised order.
Protecting the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States is a vital measure for strengthening our national security. It is the President's solemn duty to protect the American people. And with this order, President Trump is exercising his rightful authority to keep our people safe.
The new order will take effect beginning March 16th. CTV's Richard Madan joins me now from Washington with more on this. So we pointed out one of the differences, which is Iraq has been taken off the list. Compare the two orders from the original to the one announced today.
Well, I haven't gone through all of it, Bev, because it just came out a few moments ago. But this is clearly a watered-down version of the original executive order that the president obviously rolled out poorly, and it was blocked by a court. And we can see already that the White House and the administration is taking preemptive measures to make sure that this can withstand that court scrutiny, not only announcing it to the media earlier today, but also saying that it takes effect in 10 days. And just a few differences is that this will not apply to diplomats, people who have existing visas, and refugees who have already been admitted. It also includes foreign nationals who have 2 passports that are employed by companies in the U.S. And there is a specific example of Canada. Canadian landed immigrants who might work in the U.S., some of them were swept up in the original travel ban, will now be exempted from this new executive order. So at this point, the executive order is, as I said earlier, it's a bit more watered down, and it appears to be a way to withstand this court scrutiny that the first one was hit with.
Yeah, also interesting, Richard, the first time, it was Trump, he was live, he signed the order, he said, this is protecting the country, it's what I campaigned on, and now it's done. This time, we don't see Trump other than a photo that was released from the Oval Office, that one.
Yes, curious, but obviously the president has been under fire all late last week, and there are reports that he's furious of all the stories coming out about his more alleged ties with his campaign to Russia, including his embattled attorney general. Perhaps this is a way for him to just shy away from the cameras today to get his policy out there, and it was unveiled, of course, by his top security advisors. But yeah, no sign of the president today, but then again, it's still quite early. He might make a surprise appearance later this afternoon. But for now, the administration hoping to change the channel from this constant narrative of chaos and internal chaos in the White House to actually promote his agenda. And this travel ban was one of his signature campaign policies. The first one, of course, was a major setback to him when the courts blocked his original executive order. But now we see this new, more watered down version that should likely get support from Republican Congress and give them enough lead time to sort of grasp it and get their heads around it to understand what exactly it is. But for now, the fact that they've removed Iraq from this executive order is significant, and that they are making exemptions from people who already have work visas here in the U.S. And other foreign nationals with a second passport is definitely a nod to the problems that they had the first time this executive order came out.
Yeah, we'll be watching for more reaction to this. Richard, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.